Hello everyone, Juicebags here, and welcome back to a little Dungeon Defenders Eternity. Now we are on the eve of Nightmare Mode. Could be coming any time. Today, tomorrow, the next day, sometime real soon, Nightmare is going to be released. So at this point, we're at that stage where it's just time to keep farming up the coin. Now, obviously, Ramparts Insane Survival is the map of choice for most coin farmers at the moment. However, it can get a little bit old. So, we're looking at a second spot to grind here, and that is Magus Quarters, Insane Survival. Just going to do a 3 aura stack at each of the entrances here. We're going to go with the Ensnare, the Electric, and then, of course, the Enrage. I'm up to, I was at 1,000,000 gold. And currently, I'm at, I blew a bunch of gold on upgrades on random characters just because I wanted to. And now I'm at the point where I'm like at 550,000. So, definitely nowhere near where I want to be. However, I probably won't make it all the way back up to 1,000,000 before Nightmare releases. Hopefully that's soon, of course. Now let's get on over to Mr. Buffbeam here. And we're just going to go with a 4 DU Buffbeam at each of the entrances as well. You need to make sure if your aura range is a little bit lower, you need to make sure that that buff beam is up in your auras. Got to get those auras buffed up. Now my aura range is not great, but it definitely works with this setup on this map. And now that we got our buff beams down, let's go ahead and bust out Mr. Walls here. And we're just going to get a 1 DU reflection beam. Just right at the top of the entrances here. I don't, with my stats, which are not completely exceptional, but are decent, this reflective beam is not really necessary. But I've got an extra 3 DU at the end with this build, so I figured, what the hell, might as well get him in. And then last but not least, the Summoner. Now, what other chest? I missed a chest over here. Gonna need that mana to get my archers in place. Just 90 DU on this one, so that's why we're just doing like the 3 aura stack instead of the full blown. But let's go ahead and get 4 archers right here in this buff beam. And then this should take care of business. Very nice. And then, as you see, that does it for my 90 DU. So, we're going to go ahead and open up the map to the public to get some potential upgraders in. Doesn't really matter to me if they do it or not. Of course, it's ideal. But open that to the public, hop on my boost monk here. Just ignore that 200 mana that we had sitting on the summoner. I'm not really concerned with it, as this build will hold up pretty much through anything. Now, did that get publicized properly? No one has joined yet. Then again, it is Magus Quarters. It might take a while to fill up, as this is not the, anyone that's still looking for gear is not going to be doing this map. This is a good map to farm gold. You will get some decent, splendid drops, but nothing exceptional. Speaking of, I forgot about my boosts. Let's get some boosts going here. And there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and save you all the upgrade grind. Everybody knows I'm just going to be running around upgrading. Going to go buff beams first, then auras, and then everything else. And that's pretty much the rotation I use on just about every map. But so let's go ahead and pop on forward until we're a little closer to the end, and we can show you the output of a fully upgraded setup in this fashion. Alright, so we're back at the 7-minute mark. You see 1083 of 1100, so I'm just about full. We're going to go ahead and make some more room for the last few minutes here. Now, one of the I guess the reason I choose this as my second favorite gold farming spot is that the loot drops in really nice groups. It's all for the most part bunched together. Real easy to swoop in and pick it all up. And although you will get a bunch of splendids, they are entry-level splendids, so I don't even spend too much time looking at them to see what I've got, as I know I'm going to get much better gear with Nightmare that's going to release hopefully tomorrow, hopefully later tonight, who knows. So I have just been selling everything and not even worrying about what I got. See, I'm at 590,000 now. So I should be, assuming that the patch comes tomorrow, I'll probably have a nice bank of about 600,000 gold. As you see, everything is dropping in pretty nice patterns. There's a little bit scattered out here and there, but for the most part, it's real easy to run around, pick up all the loot, and of course, go ahead and sell it and profit. Now, a much easier way to get all the gold, of course, is to find the hot items everyone else is looking for and sell them. But at this point in the game, with Nightmare really right on the horizon, it's going to be tough to get anybody to buy anything unless they're just stupid. Because all this gear will be outdated as soon as Nightmare hits. The spots where the loot isn't grouped up like this here, it's real easy to jump down and grab, as it's not in the main mob path, so you don't have to worry too much about getting owned. I almost got it there, though. Using the boost monk, of course, is my farming character, and it makes it so you don't have to repair anything either. Just pop your boost every now and then, and everything does a shitload of damage, plus your auras. Anything else in range gets healed up, and that's kind of nice. So I haven't had to repair through the actual repair utility. I haven't had to use not once the whole run, which obviously I'm to the point now where I'm way overgeared for insane. Nowhere near the top. There's lots and lots and lots of people with much better gear than I. But I've got a wall EV that's at over 2,000 wall HP. I've got a good buff beam EV as well. It's not anywhere near that high. My summoner is about 1,700 damage and about 1,700 speed. So I still could have went quite a ways with that. However, it's more than sufficient for any of the insane survival maps at this point. So I just been saving the gold and haven't bothered without going out looking for any more loot. In fact, I just been, I occasionally after a Ramparts run or whatever, I will look through the Splendids and see what kind of quality I got. See if I got, that one or two rare pieces that are exceptional when they drop. But for the most part, I've just been selling everything and have been pretty much ignoring everything but the gold count. This map is easy to do, even with the 90 DU. Pretty easy to blast through it, and that's another one of the reasons why I chose that as the farm spot. Really, with the setup I have, I could probably just get the buff beams and the auras up to 3 stars and just ignore everything else. However, this group of people that joined this match were awesome with helping out with the upgrades, so we went on and upgraded everything, which is an insane amount of overkill at this point. Not one mob has even made like the base of the stairs here. Nothing has come even close. Better get myself a little healing action. I don't want to be dying with 2 minutes left. Now towards the end, especially when we get under the 1 minute mark, I like to go ahead and get full on mana and pop my tower boost right in the middle. And the reason I do that is I want to get as many last minute kills as possible, which of course will be last minute loot drops. Better get myself healed up here though. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do one more round and then just park in the middle. See, I left a few pieces on the ground there, but I'll be able to go through and clean everything up uninterrupted here in just one moment as soon as the map ends. But this is Magus. Insane survival. Not very insane at all once you get just one character with a decent build set. I'm excited to see with Nightmare what these archers turn into, because they're pretty ridiculous right now. See, they're just chewing through these 2 million ogres like they're absolutely nothing. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop on up, park in the middle, get everything boosted. Another good thing about this map is a boost monk can buff their entire setup. So all the archers, all the auras, everything are getting boosted right now. As you see, the electric auras are, what are they going for? They're going for 14,000 outside of the Enrage aura, 34,000 inside. And then the archers are hitting for 187,000 per arrow. And as you see, there's a pretty insane amount of arrows going, so no shortage of death and dismemberment going on there. And there we go. So that is the end, and we can at this point just run around, collect all the loot. And a nice alternative to Ramparts. Although, Ramparts is definitely the best gold farming map in my opinion, just because of the clumping of the loot drops. Magus is a good second. I've made well, after I sell this last round of goodies that I have, I will have made a little over 40,000 gold this run, so not terrible. Of course, hopefully that gets ramped up considerably with Nightmare as well. I'd like to be making substantially more in a run. But there we go. That's going to do it. That was Magus Insane Survival. with my current build. So thanks for watching. Click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And as soon as Nightmare gets releases, the videos will start flowing, as I'm going to do a lot of coverage of Nightmare mode in Dungeon Defenders Eternity. Thanks again.